took. This took so long to do with so many pauses because I was tired as hell and I'm recording in the wrong way. God damn it. But this took so long to do, and I legitimately almost fell asleep on AEW. And then there's NXT from last night, taking all of these notes just to make a simple video. A very simple video. Just giving my honest opinion on something. Okay, I look 5 times better in sunglasses indoors than in outdoors. But this is just to hide the heat that I've been getting from the entirety of what has been going on with Wednesday night wars between AEW and NXT for the first video of the Wednesday night war debate, where I just basically just give my honest opinion on which show was better, just break down some of the things that I liked and disliked, just like a review, but a little bit more different because people really like something and they really take offense to when somebody else disrespects it. AEW fans to WWE fans, WWE fans to AEW fans. That's water. Do not get twisted. So, I was going to record this video on Wednesday, but I was tired as hell. So, it's coming out on a Thursday, which is today. So, I'm going to try to make these a Wednesday upload. Maybe not. No. I decided I'm giving myself that Wednesday off. So, this will be Thursday upload videos instead. With NXT versus AEW Wednesday night war debates. But, overall, 2 good episodes of what happened. 2 pretty solid episodes of what happened with NXT and what happened with AEW Dynamite this week. The very first real competition in the ratings war. The reason why I just keep using quotations is I don't care about this stupid war. I love wrestling. I love all wrestling. I don't care what it is. And I really do hope AEW succeeds, but there's just problems in that company for me in their matches and production that tends to lean me forward more to NXT than with what they're promoting right now. But I still am a big promoter, or supporter I should say, of AEW, All Elite Wrestling. But I just got through watching AEW Wrestling about several minutes ago. My honest opinion on the show. Oh, if only I can describe what I watched. I mean, there was high points, there was low points, and then there's NXT where it just kept being higher and higher and higher and higher. I'm gonna break down everything, starting now with the opening to NXT in Full Sail, with Rhea Ripley standing out, reminding herself in 2019 that she started as the UK Women's Champion and ended 2019 as the actual NXT Women's Champion, the main NXT Women's Champion. And she just realizes that this memory of her winning that title will live on forever, knowing that she's only 23. Because I'm just sitting here just debating that. Because I'm 21. She's 23, succeeding. I'm gonna stop before I go on a tangent. Next thing you know, Toni Storm came out to interrupt her, reminding her that she was the person that beat her for the UK Women's Championship, and she wants to be the person to beat her for the actual NXT Women's Championship and become a double champion if she wins at TakeOver Blackpool, which is this Sunday. I have a prediction video coming out, and then you get Kaylee Ray to come out, which then has Io Shirai come out. I call it Io Shirai, but it's Io Shirai, but I don't care. And then says it's mine after speaking Japanese. Please, more Japanese. I love Japanese. Bianca Belair, 2020 Vision, Tony Storm is not even go here at all. Then Candice LeRae comes out, and then a fight breaks out. And there's a 6-woman tag, and the tag match was incredible from just start to finish. It was really a really nice start to the match, and it showed that they might put Io and Bianca in a little bit of a thing while Kaylee Ray, gets defeated, even though, it's not too much of a big defeat. It wasn't too much of a big defeat for her. It is some momentum for Rhea Ripley. Tony Storm really, all all of them really showcased all their talent in the show in the match, just showcasing who they really can be, and shows who the next contender really is. And my only question is, where is Shayna in all of this? When is Shayna going to be implemented back into the title picture? Because she's going to be implemented back in the title picture soon. The opening for AEW, a little bit more different. A recap of last week, what happened with Private Party and Adam Page. It was pretty interesting seeing Adam acting the way he has, because it's 2019. Started in New Japan, didn't end well. Tried to win the AEW Championship, didn't get it because it was his first title match. It really just hasn't set well with him. But he did team up with Kenny Omega in the tag match against Private Party. Pretty solid opener, I have to say the least. A pretty solid opener. I could have done less with the flips and dives. That's a problem with me. While I enjoy those kind of things, I don't like seeing it consistently. I don't like seeing dives consistently over and over and over. But it was a good opener, solid opener. If I had to get the opener, it would. If I had to get the opener if I had to get the opener to somebody, it would definitely be to NXT instead. I thought their opener was much more better in building an angle. Although Kenny Omega and Pac are building up that rubber match, just a random attack by Mike. Just a random attack on that guy in backstage. I forgot his name. I don't really care. Don't really care. First break really just break for both NXT and for AEW, and then we get a Tommaso Ciampa promo. I thought we got promo segments over and over with Tommaso Ciampa just wanting Goldie back and feeling like he has nothing in his life. His life is meaningless without Goldie. I loved it. I loved the promo segments that they did for Tommaso Ciampa, because they showed him as a desperate man, a desperate person willing to win back his one true love and find a meaning in his life. It's like it's like everything means nothing right now without his championship, the title that he held for over 200 plus days, and then he had to relinquish it because he had a neck injury. He didn't lose it, he had to relinquish it. I guess they're going to build up to that match to take over Portland, which will be a fun match. It's definitely a fun match. After another break, Keith Lee cut his promo, saying it doesn't matter how many champions defeat, he gotta keep proving himself over and over and over, and they'll bask in his glory when he wins the North American Championship. Pretty solid. Simple as that. But we got our first Dusty Classic tag match between Imperium and the Forgotten Sons. Really good match. Definitely a fantastic match. My kind of tag team match that I would just watch over and over and over again. It was a fantastic tag team match all the way from beginning to end. Just overall fast-paced action, no sudden movements. It was incredible. And Imperium really showed just how good they can be. And the Forgotten Sons, they were in the Dusty Classic, the last time it happened. They did get close, but did not win. So it was it was kind of a little bit shocking to see them go down that way. I don't have much of an opinion on the Forgotten Sons. I guess they're fine, I guess. But it was a fantastic match. And Imperium definitely deserved the win. Fabian Aichner and Marcel definitely deserved the win in that match. The second match that took place was an AEW Women's title match. Oh, God. where do I even begin with this match? Where do I'd take the sunglasses off. This match sucked. It absolutely just sucked. It was it was good. It started off okay. It was okay. It was fine. It had a decent start. Chris Statlander, I'm starting to become a little bit of a fan of. Rio, I just haven't gotten behind her as the AEW Women's Champion. It's just something about her just is not good. Just something about her is missing, and I just can't get behind it at all. It's just, and then you got Brandy on commentary, which was just the worst thing. Just so annoying. I just could not bear to stand it. I mean, there were times where I wanted to mute my television, but I didn't. I kept up with it. Boy, do I regret it. It was, it was just ridiculous. Just, why was she there? I don't know. Build up something with something, and then apparently you get this attack by Kong, and you get an attack by Awesome Kong, and I don't know if it's Nell or Belle, that's her name, but the shaved woman's head, the shaved woman, you get an attack from her. There's no disqualification apparently in the women's title match. There was no DQ called. I was so confused. That it was just horrible. It was just absolutely horrible. And then it just ended in a just random interference and roll up victory, and then a post match assault, and then Hikaru Shida came into the ring, stopped the assault. Somebody else came out, and Sunny Kiss I heard came out as well. It was horrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. Absolute garbage. I love women's wrestling. I am someone who is a supporter of women's wrestling. But in AEW promised that the women's division was going to build on its own, at the same time be the best it can be. Right now, it sucks. It's terrible. It's garbage. For me, the way to fix it is just let the women be the men. Don't let them be this off-cast thing, this separate thing, because it's gonna just ruin it. You see what WWE are doing with their women. Impact Wrestling has a good knockouts division still. Like, it's just terrible. And I don't think the talent is being wasted. It's how they're booking the talent. Not good. It's not good at all. You got Kip Sabian promo, Chris Daniels match is next. I just could not get behind that match. And then you got Matt Riddle, going back to NXT. There was a Matt Riddle promo saying, "Hey, Pete, you're a bro. You're a bruiserweight. I'm a bro. Let's team up." They got a team, the Dusty Classic. Funny stuff. And then Austin Theory, after the break, you got Austin Theory match versus Joaquin Wilde. It was a very solid match. It showcased both in a good light, but Austin Theory is obviously got more potential coming from Evolve. He's going to have such big potential in WWE as he just signed with the company. It was a solid match. I do have a lot of praise for both in a way. I do remember Joaquin Wilde as DJZ or Zima Ion from his time in Impact Wrestling / TNA. He was a fun character. I hope he gets a push in NXT or in 205 Live at least, because he can be something really good as a face and someone really good as a heel. Really good actually as a heel. So that's like really my opinion on Joaquin Wilde. And Austin Theory, like I said, has a lot of potential. He can be a future mid-card champion in NXT. If he continues to work hard, he can be an NXT champion just like that. I can see it happening. He's going to be someone huge. And I do have hopes for those two. I do have hopes for those two. And I'm going to keep those hopes high, even though they might crash very low. Chris Daniels versus Sammy Guevara. It was not bad. It was not good either. It was hand in hand. Just, and icky. and then and then it was weird. It was a weird match. I don't really have nothing much to say, but the whole Pentagon Junior thing, the Pentagon coming out and distracting Daniels made it even more ridiculous. And Guevara won with a kick to the back of Daniels' head. I was just so confused. And then Dark Order. Oh my goodness. It just keeps getting worse, does it? It just keeps getting worse. And don't think of me as hating on All Elite Wrestling, because like I said, I'm a supporter of All Elite Wrestling. I'm a supporter of all wrestling, but this is horrible. This is just, they're horrible. Dark Order absolutely just has no taste. For me, they have no taste. They have nothing. They're terrible. They suck. It was a Dark Order. Try to bring in somebody. Try to bring in Daniels. Didn't happen. Attack. Then save. It's just horrible. It's just absolutely horrible. It's not horrible than the air punches that I saw on Twitter, but it's just why does this keep happening? Just oh boy, just can I move on, please? The Dusty Classic. Back to NXT. Dusty Classic. Gallus versus Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Such a great match. I thought this was a really great match all around with how Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly were working together and how Undisputed Era really played a factor. Gallus really held their own. I don't really know a lot about Gallus, but I know they're the current NXT UK Tag Team Champions. So going into, I do know a little bit about Wolfgang. I know just a tiny bit about Mark Coffey. I mean, I did see Wolfgang in the UK Championship tournament. Pretty solid, pretty solid worker. And Mark Coffey, I think he's Joe Coffey's brother. Just from watching that match, they look pretty good. They look pretty good as a tag team. I do have a lot of. It's just I do think that they can be something more, as well. If they get made, if maybe they get moved to the NXT main roster. Really, I don't. But they look like a pretty solid tag team. I haven't kept up with NXT UK. I need to. But this match was really good. This was a great match all around. Undisputed Era just really showing how they can be as dirty as they can be and still get the win, using Adam Cole to their advantage. They interfered in a high-low finish. That was a pretty good match for them. The other AEW match that was right around this time was the Lucha Bros versus the Rose Bros, or the Brotherhood. I like Rose Bros better. Pretty solid match. I didn't think fair match with decent action, but the taunts just have to stop. Pentagon's taunt is literally slowly taking off a glove, and it's so stupid. I hate that taunt. If there's another problem that AEW has in their matches, it's excessive taunting. There's too much taunting. I should be putting these glasses back on. I hope you guys like the new lighting. I found some new lights downstairs. I don't really know how they look in the video. Well, they look pretty decent, but they're hurting my eyes. Back to Pentagon. The taunting in his matches is stupid. Sato Fieto or Mieto or whatever. God damn it, I should know that. Sato Mieto. No fear. I mean, zero fear. That taunt wastes so much time. It wastes so much time. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Other than that, it's a fair match. It was a very, very fair match. The Rose Brothers did win. Did I say Riho did win? Riho did win. Sammy Guevara won his match, and so did Kenny Omega and Adam Page. Even though there was a little bit of dissension between the two, during the match, but pretty fair at least. But overall, back to that tag team match, it's just for me the taunting in each match has to stop. The stare downs are absolutely ridiculous. Every match in AEW feels like it is really choreographed to the very, very bone. Just freestyle a little bit. Freestyle a little bit. Get a little free with how you're working. Don't be afraid to step out of that little bit of that zone to produce something to produce something out of the ordinary. Other than that, I mean, just that's my only problem. That's just my only thing. That's my only pet peeve. That's one of my few pet peeves with AEW. MJF afterwards they come out. Well, actually, Tony Schiavone came down to the ring to ask Cody, does he accept MJF's challenge to a match? But Arn Anderson did say that who MJF is no god, and they were going to think about the match and have a talk about it afterwards. Memphis Legends were honored, and then MJF came out to cut his little promo. I'm just getting to that. It was a very good heel promo. MJF for me is the second best heel behind Jay White, because Jay White just knows how to work in a ring better than MJF does. And even though he doesn't get to cut the promos that MJF does, when he does talk at times, Jay White sounds like a god, but MJF sounds like somebody you're gonna listen to and just hate him immediately. That's it. That's the only thing. Is promos. In ring work is much better. In ring work is a difference. And then you have Gato, which proves a much bigger factor than he is. It was a much bigger factor for Jay White than Warlord. I don't even know what that name is for MJF. And you guys gotta let me know in the comments. Please, correct any names for me that I gave wrong, because I want to know to say these names right. But MJF is just proving that he's a badass heel. He's a badass heel. He can be a really good talker and at the same time someone that you're just gonna despise. I got behind MJF at Full Gear when he turned on Cody. And afterwards, when MJF was cutting his promo, he did, when he was counting down to 10 and afterwards counted down to 1, said, "Oh, that's right, Cody, you're just a little bitch." That was perfect. That was so fun. And then DDP came out. Bang. Whatever. But DDP came out, plugged his stuff, then said his social media after an interaction with MJF 2 weeks ago said the fans wanted him to compete in one more match. Please don't, but next week he is, sadly. But MJF then this DDP in the ring, and then the Butcher and Blade came out. I don't know who those two are, but I do know who Ali is, who's now the Bunny, which is weird. Okay, I just gotta MJF took a shot at WCW, and the average age that DDP's fans are. That was fun. And then he got two options for DDP: kiss his ring or watch MJF do things to one of DDP's daughters, and that was just, that was spicy. But then the attack happened, and then everybody else came out for a save. QT Marshall and Dustin came out for the save along with a little bit of officials. But MJF, badass heel, really good, and really good on the mic, and really good really good when it comes to just getting heat. When it just comes to getting heat, MJF is that kind of person. Johnny Gargano promo. I thought this was a fun and intense. I thought this was a really fun and intense segment between him and Finn Balor. It was pretty intense to build up to something to take over Portland, which will be a dream match. Indeed, this will be a dream match. I cannot wait to see Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano. But Johnny Gargano came out and said that Finn only gave Finn credit for building NXT, but when he got the phone call, Finn got the phone call, he quit quicker. It's a tongue twister. Than Johnny did, because when he got the phone call, he denied it and stayed because he loved NXT. He did get some mixed reactions. I heard more boos than I heard cheers. Johnny is starting to die down with the fans, but he's still the ultimate babyface in my opinion. You still gotta book him the way that you want to book him, and that is as the top star of NXT. Although you do have Tommaso Ciampa now as a face, but I still keep Johnny Gargano heel, just a face just for a little bit, and then turn him heel because he has potential of being something great. Then Finn Balor came out to plenty of cheers. I just canned Johnny, and just called him soft, and then talked to Regal afterwards just to get his match for Takeover, and I also called him Johnny Promo, which was all that he was best for. That was pretty sick. That was a pretty sick burn. It's a little bit of a burn that I actually liked by Finn Balor, showing how Finn Balor can be a really, really solid guy, and on the mic as well. And that's this heel turn has just been so fantastic so far. Other than that,
6 is the smallest perfect.
Okay, this is stupid. That was my Alexa.
6 is the smallest perfect number, a number equal to the sum of all its proper fractions.
I thought okay, that's fine. That's fine. Cameron Grimes came out. Cameron Grimes did unleash on himself a little bit, and then there was promotion for the Australian wildfires, which is a very devastating thing going on right now. I hope people are donating to that cause, to donate to any charities that are helping to just fix the devastation that's been going on, because it's such sadness that's happening to see just Australia being burned the way that it's being burned. Obviously you got WWE stars such as the Iconics, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, Rhea Ripley, Buddy Murphy, just those people. Just they're from Australia. They're doing whatever they can to support whatever is to help with whatever is going on. I heard the Australian Open is still taking place as scheduled. I think they should cancel it. Just wait until it gets just wait till another year, honestly. But moving on, the Dusty Classic, Kushida tag team partner revealed, Alex effing Shelley. Alex Shelley is teaming with Kushida. For one thing, I love Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns. I think they are one of the best tag teams of the last decade, with some of their incredible tag team matches that they have with Beer Money, Team 3D, Generation Me. Just look back at those TNA archives. You're going to be so impressed with how just good those two are. And then you got him as a singles athlete in Ring of Honor. Also his little run in TNA as well. But seeing him now at WWE is just even better. And just gives me just a tiny bit of hope to see him compete or team with Chris Sabin, to see Motor City Machine Guns in WWE, in NXT. If it ever happens, I'm going to immediately go to the network, subscribe for an entire, whenever that run ends, and just see them hopefully win the NXT Tag Team Championships, because they deserve it. Media match versus Tayana Carter. Not Tayana Carter. It was somebody named Carter, but pretty good match for both. Pretty good match for both. Mia did show a little bit of a temper in this match as well, because she almost lost, but I thought that was a pretty solid match for both of the two. But Mia needed to win more, because she hasn't won in a while, and she did get attacked at Takeover, and she does need some type of momentum to get going as the next contender to the NXT Women's Championship. As you're gonna see when I get to the end of this video. There was an attack by Chelsea Green, and then you got the debut of Robert Stone. That was pretty surprising to me. I did not see that coming. That was pretty neat. Now you got this new like little thing going on, Robert Stone Incorporated or Enterprises. If you don't know Robert Stone, he is Robbie E from Impact Wrestling / TNA. I remember him during those times as well when I was watching TNA Impact Wrestling. Pretty good guy. He can cut a nice promo, and he's got a lot of potential to go in the ring. I hope he does get a chance to compete in the ring, although he probably won't for quite a while. But Chelsea Green, someone that has a little bit of potential, did show a little bit of that against Charlotte Flair. I do expect her to rise in 2020 if she continues down this path. So I do think this is going to lead to something good for her in the next up and coming future. Dominic Dijakovic did cut a little promo, said he promised his family to win the North American Championship. Pretty simple. And the match is just simple for him. Final few things that happened with All Elite Wrestling. 6-man tag team main event between Jurassic Express and Best Squeezed Friends. Or Freshly Squeezed Friends. It was a really just give me more Orange Cassidy and no more flossing, because flossing in wrestling just sucks. Just go suck off. Flossing is just terrible. It's an absolute horrible. It's the worst thing. It just cannot exist in wrestling. I do not like that dance at all. It's a terrible dance. Not because I didn't know how to do it. It's just a dance that's just. What is his purpose for being on here? What's his purpose for being existing? It's a stupid dance. It's a really stupid dance. And no offense to Backpack Kid, because hey, that kid's pretty cool, but it's a terrible dance that you made. Finally, the Fatal 4-Way match for the number one contender spot for the UK title, or for the North American Championship. This was a really, really good match. I thought this was easily the best match from NXT just last night. It was a very, very chaotic match, and it was all around just anarchy and chaos with Keith Lee, Dominic, and Damian, and Cameron Grimes. He showcased really well in this match. Everyone had a showcase in this match. Just Cameron Grimes, just Keith Lee. There was just Keith and Dominic teaming up, and then you had Keith Lee just being some sort of ridiculous person, doing flips and jumping over people. He's 345 pounds and a black man doing some flips and jumps that I can't even do. Full circle. I can't even do a full spin. It's ridiculous. Keith Lee is so good in the ring. And then you got Damian Priest, who's tall and just can move just like a cruiserweight in the ring as well. And then you got Dominic Dijakovic, who can also move in the ring pretty well. And then you got Cameron Grimes, the shortest guy in the ring, but he works at like a technical wrestling pace. It was really just a whole mix, and it was everything you wanted and more. And then the match ended, with Lee getting the spirit bomb on Cameron Grimes to become the number one contender. It was just so crazy. I really was just everything that was going on in the match, and just how it was all going on. And Damian Priest jumping over the top rope. Damian Priest has got potential to be something huge. He's got potential to be a huge star, that he's got to be something huge in NXT and the WWE if he gets the opportunity. The final segment for AEW was the Jon Moxley. Will he join the Inner Circle? And the simple answer was, no, he wasn't. At first people thought he was joining, but then again, turned it down, because at first he thought we were joining because he said, if you want to dominate, you gotta join the greatest. He thought Chris Jericho was the greatest. He says Chris Jericho was the greatest of all time. If you want to dominate, you have to join the greatest. And then afterwards he said, you don't want to join the group because it's a stupid group, stupid name, and he wants the AEW World Title. Jon Moxley simply being Jon Moxley, hitting Death Rider DDTs, or I don't know what he's calling those DDTs now, but I think they are Death Rider DDTs. Well, that's in New Japan, but Just hitting the double underhook DDTs on Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho, hitting him in the bottle. That was fun. That was really fun. And just seeing Jericho sit in that ring. Pretty good, pretty decent way to end it. Overall, I thought NXT was much better than what AEW was. I gave NXT a 9 out of 10 just for the consistency that it showed in the entirety of the show from just start to finish. Even with some of the filler matches, it was still pretty solid matches. AEW gets at least a 6, at worst 5 out of 10. I'm not gonna put any 5.5 or 3s or nothing. It's just gonna be simple, solid 1s to 10s, and it got a 5 out of 10. There was just some matches that were decent, and then absolute trash, and then it was just horrible. It's just really right now the only good direction that AEW is going forward with right now is MJF and the AEW World Championship picture. That's all that's going right with them at the moment. While NXT just has so much going for them with Worlds Collide coming up, and also with Portland, Takeover Portland in another month. It's just really crazy what's been going on, what's been happening. Other than that, just ignore that notification that came on my phone. Sixers and Celtics. Other than that, I mean, NXT just dominated. I really don't care who wins the ratings war because, each show had its good showing and each show had its bad showing. But you have to admit that NXT had the better show this week, just with overall what they're doing as the time is going down. And we are close to Royal Rumble. We are close to Worlds Collide. I am working hard to get. I'm going to work hard to get those tickets to Worlds Collide. I'm going to work hard to get those tickets to the Royal Rumble because I want to be there live for my first Rumble, for my first ever Takeover or NXT event, which is those two. So I'm really going to work hard. I'm going to really try to upload more. I'm trying to do more things in my life to make that happen. I just hope to get all the support that I can on this channel. And as you can see, you know, I saw recently, there's not many views on my recent videos. I didn't expect to get any. I didn't expect to get any reaction from my videos or videos on my videos because for those videos. But my recent videos for New Japan, high reaction, which just shocked me. I just hope to continue to build this channel to the best it can be. I'm just going to keep working hard until the very end. But for now, I've been working too hard. I haven't been able to sleep right. And again, it's all my fault because I stay up at night as well. It's 6:32 that I'm making this video. It's 6:32 that I'm going to probably end this video as well. I hope you guys really enjoyed just my overall in-depth take on NXT and on AEW. You're going to see these every Thursday. Oh, excuse me. Even if I'm on the road or even if I'm somewhere else, I'm going to make sure I get these videos up to you because I'm going to get every single video that I can because I got to work hard to make this happen. Other than that, really do appreciate you guys for supporting me. For those that are going to be watching this video, thank you so much. Even if you tune out for like a second into the video, I really don't care because you guys clicked on it. You clicked on it. You clicked on it just to see what was up. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to end it here. Now, see you guys tomorrow for I think the NXT UK predictions and Hard to Kill predictions as well. Actually, no, I'm going to pull it up right now to see because I know I made some reminders and keeping the schedule of everything. Oh boy. God damn it. Where is it? Tomorrow's the 10th. Yep. Just gonna be watching New Year's Dash. I'm gonna save the prediction video for Saturday. So you're gonna see prediction video on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday only for Takeover, Blackpool 2, and Hard to Kill. And you get SmackDown reaction tomorrow. I'm just gonna take this time to really just relax, catch up on some much needed rest, and just continue to put everything into what I can do. And then you got reaction video for UK Blackpool 2 and for Hard to Kill. I'm going to be watching those as much as I can to see what's up with them. finally getting back to starting watching, or starting to finally watch wrestling more than I ever have done in my life, and make it into something. This is something. I can't believe this is something that is growing ever so slowly, but it's going to reach that peak. I believe it. I believe in myself that I can do it. And I know that I'm going to get support from, tons of people here, from even family and friends as well. So thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'm going to go and relax. Goodbye, everybody.